Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we have a Clean With Me Part 1 Basement Edition. I will have two other parts to this little mini series that I have. So look out for those, but today I just wanted to start in the first room that you see when you walk down to the basement. As you can see, it's very cluttered. So to start out, I was just moving this bedding into our storage room, because that is where we store it. And the storage room is a room that I will be working on the series, and you'll actually see that video next. So then I was going to move all of these empty boxes that we had from Christmas and just shipments that we got and everything. We keep a lot of our boxes that we get, and they just needed to be broken down. So I will be doing that later in the video. Next, I was just moving these bags. They are 31 bags that my mom uses for like groceries and scrapbooking trips and everything. So I was just putting those in the storage room so I could deal with those later. We literally have so many of them, so that's where we are keeping them. Next, with all these pillows, they're just our old pillows that we used to use, and we got new ones, so this is where they have been stored. So I didn't know where to put them or if I was going to make this into a bedroom today, which I ended up doing, but I didn't know what pillows I could throw away and whatnot, so I did have to wait for my mom's approval for what ones she wanted to keep and not keep and everything. Next, we have this shelf, and this shelf was upstairs in our living room before we got our new couch. Our new couch is bigger than our last couch that we had, so we had to move a lot of things around, and that shelf just did not make the cut, so it ended up being down here. And I built it up, set it up so we could set stuff on it when the bedroom was all made up and we could use it for a little decor piece. Next, I am moving to this side of the room, and I had just high school sweatshirts that I had in my closet that I set down here a couple weeks before, and I just moved those onto the shelf just to keep them on there for right now. Then I was putting together all of our Halloween and fall decor pieces that we had. I wanted to move them all into one single box so we could try and just keep it all together. I ended up having more than one box. I had like 4, but they were all full. They weren't like little tiny boxes, and we weren't gonna have 100 of them. So I did move all this stuff into a bigger box so we would have less boxes to move into our crawl space whenever we moved these boxes in there, because that is where we keep our decor stuff. So that is what I'm doing right now. Next, I am moving back into that corner that I emptied in the first place, and I set stuff in there to move them out of the way when I was going through the decor stuff. And I ended up losing some footage of me moving these laminate flooring boxes in front, like closer to the camera, and I was struggling, so I'm not really sad that it didn't record that. But my mom showed up, and I was really glad so she could help me move these laminate boxes into that red room. That is the third room that I'll be working in this series, in the last room, I guess. So we were just moving all this laminate flooring into that room so it was out of the way and move it just against the wall. I was really glad that my mom was willing to help me with this. She was not feeling too good this day, but I'm really glad she stayed around to help me move these boxes, and then she also helped me go through some bins later on in the video. And as you can see, our dogs are a big help while we are working down here. My little dog was trying to get my mom to go to bed because my little dog just loves to cuddle and sleep all day. So she really just wanted to go back to bed with my mom, but obviously we were working and our dog just followed us around everywhere we went. So they were a big help. Next, it was time to work on this little corner of the room. We had a desk in there that I think was my dad's before he got the desk that he has now. And there are 2 clothing bins that my mom had to go through to decide what she wanted to throw away, donate, and keep. And she also had some clothing items that I tried to fit in, but it just didn't work out. So we went through that. I was taking care of all these broken down boxes and put them into our mechanical room, and those boxes that I needed to break down in the beginning, I will be breaking those down and putting those with these boxes in the mechanical room. I just stored them under the stairs so they're easily accessible when we need them. Next, it was time to clear the top of this desk. It's kind of a catch-all down here, just like little knickknacks and things that we don't really want to put in a box. It just kind of was holding that stuff. And underneath of this desk, we just put a bin of clothes that my mom wanted to keep. That white trash bag, I have a whole bunch of t-shirts in that I will be using for a t-shirt blanket. I made a t-shirt blanket in high school and I really enjoyed it. So I have a whole bunch of t-shirts that just have like white stains from deodorant and stuff on them and just dingy ones. So I decided to collect all of them and put them in a bag so I can make another t-shirt blanket when I get enough t-shirts for it. And we are just going to continue with the top of this desk. I was kind of showing my mom things that I had organized a few months prior to this and all the stuff that I had found. And we were just kind of going through it together. A lot of it just stayed on the top of the desk for right now, but it is what it is. And then next, my mom decided to move all of that those fall decor boxes into the hallway so I could label them, and then we could put them into the crawl space when we were ready. And then also I was breaking down those boxes like I said I was going to do, and I just put them into the mechanical room when I was done. now it is time to create this bedroom that we wanted to make for a long time. We've had these mattresses down here, and I'm kind of tired of giving up my bed whenever we have company. I mean, I don't mind it, but kind of gets annoying when I have all my stuff in my room. So we had to make a guest room downstairs. We weren't using this room anyway, so it was a perfect opportunity to use up these mattresses, use up extra bedding and everything. So we made this little room a little bedroom so our guests could have their own space, their own room, to have all their stuff down here and not worry about being in any other family members' space or whatever. So I'm really glad that we ended up doing this. Next, we were just deciding where we wanted to set this shelf. We didn't really want it right next to the bed, but we ended up moving it kitty corner in this little corner, so it was a nice decor piece. And then we moved this little night lamp right next to it, so there was some extra light, so we didn't have to have the overhead lights on whenever we had company, and they just wanted like a little light to be on at night. And as you can see, my dog is the laziest dog ever. He obviously could have jumped on that bed, but obviously he's too lazy. And then I was just moving those cardboard boxes into the mechanical room right here. Yeah, and then the black bag that is actually underneath of that desk, and then the black bag that is in between that little laundry bin and that bin that has all the pillows stacked on it. Those two bags are trash and donations, and I ended up putting them on top of the stairs so I could take them upstairs to put away. And then that bin that has all the pillows stacked on it, we obviously threw away some pillows, donated some pillows, and then also that bin is to go upstairs for my mom to take care of and go through. Next is one of my favorite parts to do when cleaning is vacuuming and getting to vacuum up all of this flooring. I ended up vacuuming all of the floor around the bed in the hallway, and then I also ended up vacuuming the stairs, but you'll see that footage here soon. And right here you just see me labeling those boxes like I said I was going to do, so we can move them into the crawl space so it's all just in one area and we don't have to worry about it. So here I am just taking those 3 bags upstairs. The first 2, it was a trash bag and then that laundry bin. And then the next one was for Goodwill. It was for donations. And I ended up taking it upstairs because I thought I was going to donate that stuff the next day, but I ended up not, and I got super busy, so I ended up bringing it back downstairs because we had a whole bunch of Goodwill and donation stuff added onto it from our storage room. So it ended up just making its way back downstairs, and here I am just vacuuming the stairs, and this is one of my least favorite chores in the house. Previously, I think the day before I did this, I had vacuumed the stairs that led up to the upstairs of our home, and I honestly hate it so much. I break a sweat doing it, and it's just a pain trying to balance that vacuum on top of the stairs. And I think if I had a handheld vacuum to use for the stairs, I wouldn't mind doing the stairs as much, but this is just a pain. Finally, we are done with the downstairs, the first room that we cleaned, and I am super happy with how it turned out. I'm also super happy that I don't have to give up my room anymore to guests. Like I said, I didn't really mind, but it kind of was tedious to move all my stuff out of my room to use and stuff. So now I'm really glad that our guests have their own room to use and their own space. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Look out for part 2 where I clean the storage room of our downstairs basement, and follow me on all of my social media outlets. That's a great way for you to contact me if need be. If you missed my last video, go ahead and click the link in this picture and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and click the post notification bell as well. I hope you guys are having a great start of your week and have a great rest of your day. Bye guys.